We're Jonathan and Karen Miller. We have the privilege of having been members here at FPC Morristown for 28 years. Our way is 13, open doors for others to lead. Encourage others to step into leadership by sharing responsibilities and mentoring. Let go of the jobs you've always done and allow new leaders to emerge. Remember that our youth and young adults are not solely the future of our church, but are vitally important for our present. One of the greatest satisfactions for me is being able to invite my 14-year-old granddaughter to share in some of the ways that I serve here in the church. One example is on Sunday mornings when it's my task to take the sanctuary flowers after the worship services and break them down into maybe 4 or 5 smaller vases to then take to people in the church. I invite my granddaughter to help. So we take the flowers, we break them down, we have fun choosing what we're going to do to arrange. We each get our own, we each have our own ideas. Then we deliver them to people in the church as a sign that the church is thinking of them and loves them. Okay, it doesn't hurt that we also visit the custard stand. Another way in which I love to invite my 14-year-old granddaughter to join me is when I am working at the Morristown Ministerium food pantry. And she comes along with me. We deliver bags to the families as they drive up in their cars. We talk to them, and we have the joy and the privilege of sharing with those who are in need of a little help. So I would say that for me, one of the greatest joys is as when we're living out being the hands and the feet of Jesus, to have a young person along with me.
Opening doors happens in lots of different ways. One of them is to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to this church for inviting Karen, for me, to be a part of this. I want to say thank you to the pastors and staff who are leading so well. And I wanted to say thankful for this woman sitting next to me. It's been a wonderful time that we've shared together. As I think about opening doors, I think about Psalm 122. I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go to the house of the Lord." And every time I come to this church and the doors open and I get a handshake, someone's happy to see me, that opening of a door opens the door of my heart as I anticipate worshiping. And I'm very grateful for those who greet us at the door and welcome us. Another angle on this is that in ministry, we have tried from the very beginning of our time in the 90s to include seminary interns from Princeton through the year, opening doors so that they might see how one church is trying to carry out the work of our Lord. And at the same time, they open doors for us as we learn from them too. The last thing, we were in Mexico on a mission trip. We were in a circle about to have dinner, and I leaned over to a young man whose son was on the other side of the circle, and I just said to him, "Would you mind giving the blessing tonight?" And he leaned back over and he said, "Well, I've never prayed out loud ever." And I said, "Well, no problem. I'll be happy to pray." And then he pulled me one more time and said, No, I want to do this. I think when we invite people to participate in prayers of God's people, in the reading of scriptures, young and old, I think everyone benefits. This young son was so happy. And so Karen and I thank you very much for listening in, opening doors for others to lead, way number 13.